Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And where we are is we're actually at MONASTERBOICE Monastery, and of course it is near Drogheda. And you can see the lovely countryside. You can see all the cows there in the field. There's quite a lot of them. And so we're going to have a wee look at this monastic settlement. Of course, the settlement of MONASTERBOICE was founded by Bute, and he was an Irish monk and he was a disciple of Patrick, and he founded it in the late 5th century. Now, the site also comprises two churches, two ruined churches, and also a round tower. And the tower was burnt in 1097, and the monastery remained in existence until around 1122. And the Vikings occupied the site here for a period until they were routed by the King of Tara in 968. So you can see the tower there and the churches, and I'm going to take you up and let you see those. And of course it's also well known for its high crosses here with the biblical scenes on them. But before I take you up, I want to show you something else here just beside this wee gateway, because this is a plaque, and it's actually for the victims of the famine. So it says there, in memory of the victims of the Great Famine who are buried here. And so that's MONASTERBOICE tour guides, and it's 2015. So you have the famine victims buried here in this graveyard as well. So I'll take you up and I'll let you see the tower and the old ruined churches as well. And of course this graveyard today is still used. They still bury in this graveyard today. There's a lot of 19th century graves in here, but I have found a few 18th century graves, and there could be older ones, because as you can see, some of them are in not great condition. Don't know whether there's any writing on this one or not. If there was, you couldn't make it out. So it's hard to know just what age some of them are. But here you can see one of the high crosses, and this high cross here has got biblical scenes on it. And of course that's what the monasteries here in MONASTERBOICE are renowned for their high crosses, which is believed to be from the 10th century. So quite amazing. And then this is the first ruined church here that you can see. And so we'll go in and have a wee look. As you can see, there's a grave there from 2013, so very modern. In loving memory of John Mulroy, 4th of February 1944 to the 27th of December 2013. So as I say, there's modern graves as well as old graves in here. So that's the first old ruined church. And of course there's the second old ruined church along with the second cross and the round tower. So I'll take you up there and let you have a wee look at that in a moment or two. But I want to show you a few graves first from the 18th century. Now you can see old steps there, so I don't know what age those steps are, but they certainly don't look modern, that's one thing. So this grave here, this stone, I think that says, and burial place belong to John Campbell of Drogheda and his, what does that say now? Posterity, I think that is. But you can see the date there, 1769. So that's an 18th century grave there. 1769. And then this is, looks like quite a modern grave, as you can see. But if you read the headstone here, it actually says erected 1799. So again, 18th century, and it was by James Gartland of Drogheda over his family burial place. So that was 1799 that was erected. So there you are. And I'm going to go up these steps here. And there's another grave I'm going to show you here. And it's this one here. And this stone was erected by, I think that's Owen Hanlon of Drogheda, for him and his posterity, who here layeth the body of Owen Boyd, his father. I can't make that bit out, but it departed this life. You can see there it's 1757. So again, an 18th century grave there as well. So the old graves are mixed in with the modern graves, because they still use this cemetery. So quite an old grave there as well. And I'm going to show you another one. But as you can see, from the freshly dug grave, that this is still in use today as a burial ground. And so there's a grave down here that I want to show you. I don't know how old that one would be. This is another 18th century grave here. Now this is harder to make out, but you can certainly make the date out. As you can see, 1799. 1799. So that's another old grave. So what we have here then is the tower. This is the old tower, and there's a belief that these towers were used by the monks for whenever the Vikings would come, and they would climb a ladder and pull the ladder in when they were all in, and then they would be safe. But some have been rethinking this proposition, because, as someone said, all the Vikings would have to do is set a fire and light the bottom of it, and there would be no more monks. So certainly what was stored in here was the manuscripts, and a lot of that was lost then, unfortunately. But it's definitely some tower, and it's great to still have this standing here after so many centuries. So there's a wee board here. I'm gonna have a wee read of it to you. And it says Round Tower. The Round Tower was the Irish reaction to the Norse raids on monasteries in the 10th, 11th centuries AD. These tapering buildings, over 100 feet high, served as watchtowers, belfries, repositories for church valuables, and as refugees for the refugees for the community. Refuges for the community. The door, normally 15 to 20 feet above ground, was reached by a movable ladder, and the interior, I think that is, was divided into 4 or more stories. The present height of the tower is 110 feet. The level of the surroundings has been raised by burials, and the canonical cap is missing. So there you are. So I'll take you up the stairs and let you see, or up the steps here and let you see inside. You can't get in, of course, because it's locked. But hopefully I will be able to show you inside. So you will be in, but you won't be in, if you know what I mean. So that's the best I can do for you. And of course then this is the other church, the second church, and also the second cross, high cross, or Celtic cross as they're also known. You can see another modern grave there, modern-ish anyway. Loving memory of Bernard Stanley. Carl Rosetown, I think that is, who died 12th of July 1982, and his infant sons Val and David, also his parents Thomas and Bridget, his wife Mary, who died 13th of May 1992. So again, you have the mixture with the old and the new. Now you can see the old stone, which was around the window. And so that's the second cross then, and again it's got biblical scenes on it, and there is actually an information board to tell you what all those different scenes represent. So what you're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen, is at a piece of history. Fantastic. From about the 10th century. Isn't that amazing? So there you go. So thanks for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. Again, if you enjoyed the channel, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can also share the videos, and then other people can enjoy them. Again, thanks for watching, and God bless.